Hey, how's it going? And everyone, I've got Nicole, aka Buttercup. Thank you for being here. Thank you for joining me. How's it going? How are you? It's been a while.
Pretty good. I got distracted by Amazon because I have Emma's Christmas Truce book on the way, arriving on
No
Tuesday.
way.
Yeah. Well, it was $7.99 for paperback. I'm like, obviously. But then I forgot when it was going to arrive. So then I had to, I just wanted to check, and it is Tuesday officially. I also bought another book that's a horror novel, Butcher and Blackbird, that's arriving on the same day. So Tuesday's obviously going to be the best day, but
So
also Sunday. Sunday's the best day too because I'm here.
I'm not gonna make you pick sides or anything, but which one is which one are you gonna read first?
Well, the Christmas one, not until Christmas. Though I know there are some people that do the whole Christmas in July, but I don't want to do that. And I have two, I didn't know until recently. There's two Agatha Christie Christmas theme mysteries. So I'm going to try and find those two. And then I have Emma's one. It's going to be a long time before I mention Emma's book again. But December, it's happening in December. I want to try and do the Christmas like readathon
Cool.
somewhere. At least someone has one, if not like 15 people do a Christmas readathon.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah. No, Christmas readathons are really popular, I think, as far as I know. So
yeah, I did the Irish readathon for March, and then I always do a Halloween one, and then I wanted to do a Christmas one this year.
cool, cool. I don't think I've ever done a readathon. I'm a really slow reader, so that might explain why I don't really do readathons. You know.
That's why you get like thin books. Then you can say I read 5, and they're 200 pages or less, but it counts. It counts,
Pounds.
Andy.
Absolutely, absolutely. Let's say hi to everyone. Oh, Emma is here. Hi, Emma. How's it going? Keiko's here. Hi, Keiko. How are you? This is not a competition, Emma. Tired of weather is crazy. I gotta. Oh, I hope you do get well soon. Next few days are 3 degrees and it's only 18. Yes, yes. Says the person who lost. It's not a competition, but I do hope you feel better soon. Better Laura is here. Hi, Better Laura. 15-minute line. Nicole is first in line on the stream, so she is today's co-host. So I don't think there's like I think if you're a co-host, you're automatically first. Is that how it works? I'm not
I
quite
don't
sure.
know. They were there before me. I jumped on. They were already chit chatting.
Ah, didn't know that. Cool, cool. I feel like I'm always late to my own streams because people are always early on night, which was great. I really appreciate everyone being here. Absolutely appreciate it.
Oh yeah.
Always the bridesmaid, never the bride. Ooh, I feel like respectable fourth. Hold on, miss. Oh no, okay, 15th. Yeah, no. I don't do math
Not
very
yet.
well, ironically.
No.
Hey, Cookie Monster Andy is only exactly. Yeah, I'm like late to my own stream. It's crazy. It really is. Um, I don't know how that works, but there we go. That's a very full bookshelf. Exactly. How does it not collapse? Would you like to weigh in on that, Buttercup?
Well, the only really heavy thing is the Buddha up there, and it's at the top shelf. I'm in earthquake country, so I put all the really thick hardcover books on the bottom, minus the Buddha. The Buddha's not a hardcover though, but he stabilizes it, and I
Mm-hmm.
they're I don't know, like maybe an inch, maybe two. I'm not good with math. I don't know, but the actual shelf is where all the books are pretty thick.
Nice. So
So
it's like,
there's that.
so is it like, is there a special design where it's earthquake proof or whatever it is? I don't know if is there a term for it?
Oh, you just put like the really heavy books on the bottom, and you could nail it to the wall, but we have not done that because though we're in like the Ring of Fire, whatever that's called, Ring of Volcanoes, blah blah blah. I forget the exact term, but there's some nicknames. We're technically in it, but it's like not really not really a thing. Now, if I were in California, yeah, that would be a whole different conversation. But I'm not in California. I'm like at the edge of the Ring of
Okay.
Fire.
Yeah.
So it's technically that, but not really. I've been here for 40 years, going on 4.5. It's fine.
Cool, cool. But at least you've got some kind of system for it, right? Like just in case if it happens,
Hmm.
you're kind of prepared for it. Obviously,
Yeah, I
you're
mean
yeah.
the things that would go wouldn't be the books. It would be the Funko Pops and all of my mugs. I have to work on getting the mugs somewhere else, but
Hmm.
I'm too lazy right now. And that also means I have to move my desk because there's only one area left for all the shelves for the mugs. And it's right above my computer. And so my husband and I will have to move my whole L-shaped desk out of the way, then get all of them put up. And just like, I don't care.
Yeah, it's a
Right
lot of
now,
work.
I don't care.
Yeah,
They
it's a lot
look
of work.
cute on the shelf, but until I have quite a few other books on my TBR. Hypothetically, let's just say all of them will be on this shelf, and maybe they'll fill up, and then I'll have to do something with the mugs. I have no idea.
Gotcha.
We'll just we go day by day with this bookshelf
Yeah,
extravaganza.
fair enough, fair enough. But I really do like the fact that you have a backup plan. I think that's really important. You gotta have plans for these
Yeah.
things, just in case.
Mhm.
Obviously, we all hope that nothing bad happens, but can't
Yeah.
hurt to be prepared, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. I start
Exactly.
feeling Christmassy in about August. Is that you as well? Buttercup, do you start feeling? When do you start feeling Christmas? I think your vibe is more
November.
November. Okay, it's a
Yeah.
little later. How about
I
Halloween?
feel I feel Halloweeny by August. So we celebrate. I celebrate. I should say August, September, fully in October, and then
Yeah,
by November it's a little Christmassy.
yeah,
Hmm.
gotcha. But yeah, I think you got more of an emphasis on the Halloween stuff, more so
Yeah,
than the other stuff.
yeah.
So it's fair enough. Earthquake country indeed, as explained. I'll be so scared to have so much on shelves. Yeah, I think Germany does have like fault lines and stuff. I don't quite know how it works, but yeah, I don't remember the last time Germany had an earthquake actually. There we go. Cool. Just want to give a shout to AWC, Authors Who Writing Conference. When's it happening? June, and there's some speakers. Oh, Book Brush, and I think you're familiar with this guy, aren't you?
Oh, Brian Cohen. Yeah, I'm part of his ad school.
You are. You're a wizard,
And
right? If I'm right, you're
yeah,
one
so
of the
that means
wizards.
like I know. Yeah, I know all the things,
Yeah.
but that doesn't mean that I'm implementing them. My like after a year and some months, and then also like not just in ad school, but also talking to other authors, and then finding out what it for indie what it really means to write to market. That's not going to happen for me. And I
Gotcha.
talked about this with Thomas not this Thursday, where I was like, okay, I realize what not every indie writer, but a lot of indie writers that are making 6 and 7 figures are talking when they say right to market. And that's finding a genre, not that they necessarily love, but at least like they like or have some interest in, and they'll go into that genre or subgenre and they will read about 10 to 15 books in the top 50 or more.
Yeah.
And then they will highlight every single thing that is similar, and then they just write it all out and they list the similarities and the tropes and the things that are really popular within all
Yeah.
those books, and then they write their own.
Yeah.
And then they do even more research on names, title name, series title, what's the cover, and I'm just like, no. That's gonna be a no.
Well, you know, you can do things your way, right? There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, so when I say I write to market, I hit, for example, the mystery beat. So there's 5 beats that you have to hit in order to be classified as a mystery book. That's what I'm talking about. They're doing it some way extra.
Yeah.
Like, I would like to name my characters what I want them to be named, not because, oh, these characters start with the letter S and their last names all are earthy, and so, like, that type of it's really in depth. No,
Yeah.
Lit RPG, if you're interested in it, you can make 6 and 7 figures if you follow that, but not everything's about money. So
yeah,
that just depends what you want to do.
yeah.
But that is not for me. So I'm like an ad school wizard, but I do more of I have all the knowledge, but I don't go past a certain point because I'm not doing that type of market research.
Gotcha. There's a question. What is lit RPG from Keiko? But we want to say hi to author DL Tillery. Congratulations on the Kickstarter, by the way. Feel free to plug a link, by the way. I don't have a link handy, but yeah, DL is doing really well with that Kickstarter thing. Like, outstandingly well. Keiko says the leader, mayor of the county that was hit worse didn't give out the order. Oh. Well, you know, priorities, right? His car is important.
Yeah.
Yeah. So hi, DL. Feel free to drop links to the Kickstarter. Yeah, Emma, I think her Kickstarter's doing outstanding. So what is lit RPG? Nicole, do you have a view on that?
It's like a person's put into a game and they're playing out a game through book form. Which
there you go.
I could just play The Sims or RuneScape, of which I was just doing today, and I don't really want to write about it. Yeah. But there's like it's huge subgenre now that you could easily make a lot of money if you do it precisely how the readers want it to be done.
Yeah.
And that is the whole right to market for money. I guess there would be the differences is right to market to have a mystery book or a romance book. So there's expectations and beats that you need to classify, like bare bones here, versus and also just like, I'm not trying to reinvent the wheel of a mystery book.
Yeah.
You know, kind of thing. So I'll follow the rules that's expected, versus right to market for money would be picking a genre and doing all this market research and I would kind of say it's arguably copying and pasting, but you can't, you're doing your own thing kind of, because for the stuff that I was seeing other people say to do, okay, that's a little weird for me.
Yeah. Well, hey, I think that's
if you want the money.
Yeah. I think that's a great thing about being an author. You can choose to to do what you want to do, really. So I'm just wrenching up DL. So hopefully she's
And
gonna
you gotta
mod.
wrench it.
I gotta wrench her up.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's going very well. She says past the first stretch. Yep, which is awesome. I heard about Lit RPG. Better try to read. Yeah, give it a read and see if you like it. But you don't have to write in it. No.
No, I like the adventure books from the 90s. Those are fun.
Oh, I'm not very well read. So which kind of books are they? I can maybe do a Google search on them.
Oh, I don't even remember because I was a kid when I did them, but it's just like you
Okay.
kind of choose your own adventure.
Gotcha. I remember reading some of them. It was like you start off on page 1, and then there's like a setting the scene kind of thing for 5 pages, followed by if you want to do this, go to page something.
Mm-hmm.
Or if you want to do something else,
Yeah.
go to page something else. Is it one of those? Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Gotcha. I used to like those as well. I can't remember the names of any of them.
I don't remember either. It's like we just know that it was fun, and that's what counts.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Let's see. Just checking the comments. Yeah, love those answers. You should be registered now, DL. They should bring them back, Better Laura says.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Andy is so mean. That's so cruel. Yeah,
Horrible.
a little bit. I am. But yes, DL should be wrenched up. The plans to write romance, so that'd be right to market. Okay. Well, I think Emma writes a bit of romance. Writes a bit. Oh dear. Yes. Honestly, I would love to. Let's see where Emma's book is. What's a book called? The Baby Plan, I think. Right, Baby Plan. The Baby Plan.
Yeah, though there's another person that
Oh.
has it. You might have to type in her name too.
Oh, look. First page. And
Oh, look at that.
Look at that. Yeah, thank you. Oh, look. What is this? Some bestseller badge. Huh. Fancy that. Anyway, because Emma's not here, we're allowed to go to town and embarrass her. Have you? So you got your copy on order, I guess. I think I.
No, I read this when it was her sister's baby, so I don't know if I would want to reread it
Gotcha.
unless she did edits.
Yeah.
Like changed it. I mean, she changed. She publisher slash changed the title and the book cover, of course, but I don't know if there's like stuff that changed with the story itself. Then I would just be rereading.
Gotcha.
Which I don't reread. I know some people do, but I don't.
I don't reread. I'm terrible for that. But here we go. This is Emma Bennett's latest book, bestseller badge, and doesn't have a new ending. It has an epilogue. Oh, okay. Look, there you go. So there is a little, a little change, which is cool. And that is DL's Kickstarter link. So if anyone would like to go and check that out, she's doing amazingly well, swimmingly well, which is really cool. There we go. Yeah, and DL's gonna maybe get in touch with Emma. You guys can I don't know, chat about romance. apparently Emma writes romance. I think she does quite well writing romance.
Romance is really big in ad school because if you do it right, then you can make lots of money and have fun.
And I think that's,
and then also cozy mysteries are big as well.
Yeah, I tried. I'll be honest. I tried Amazon ads, but mine's like a nonfiction, and I feel like I need to build the audience first. Well,
there's also like you have to be solving a problem of someone's, and then there's usually like a plan, not just for just the books, or you have to kind of go outside. Like there's this one guy that is making 7 figures on funeral planning. I think it's 7. But he also has to or he, I don't know, has to, doesn't that, let's quote that air. He goes to funeral homes in person as well as
Hmm.
online stuff. So for nonfiction, it's a little
It's a
difficult.
different, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a different,
But
yeah,
he's making a lot on the funeral plan guides, and you wouldn't think so, but
yeah. No, you're solving a
I
problem.
mean, but it's better to plan, and that's the whole, like, you're solving the problem of planning out this, someone's funeral or your own funeral. So, I mean, it's a sad topic, but everyone passes. So that's like a big problem that he has solved. He's making it doing very well in the nonfiction sphere. But
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, for yours, yeah, you would probably you could do different things, but you don't want to share it. So I'll keep it
No,
But
exactly.
you have ideas that you could do to
Yeah,
solve that particular problem
yeah.
in person.
I I will be, doing some marketing for that, and it'll probably be mostly on social media of some kind,
Hmm.
and just go from there. Because I don't know if I'm. It's one of these. I'm not famous in that area, so and in order to kind of, if you want to get famous, you got to be in front of people, and I don't even show my face on YouTube, so it's kind of hard to do
Hmm.
that. But Morgan is
Yeah.
here. Hi, Morgan. Good to see you. I write PNR and contemporary romance as well as erotica. As my brand states, I'm married to all genres, but I'm the mistress of horror. There you go. Love it, says Emma. Cool. So let's, I think we can move off this a little bit. What say you? Would you like to do a sprint? You can do reading, writing, anything you guys want. Do you feel like a sprint?
Yes.
What do you
Oh
think?
yeah.
An hour, 25 minutes? What's your flavor? What's your preference?
An hour, I would die. Yeah, 25.
Let's do 30, shall we? We can do 30, and then we can
Oh
regroup.
dear God, really? 30? Okay.
Can you
I'm not gonna get much
25?
done, but
What do
yeah,
you
I'll
what
go
do you
25.
what do you prefer? 25? We're gonna
Let's
do
go
25.
25.
Okay,
That's
let's
when
do.
my ADD's like, so I'm good. We'll see how it goes. We'll see.
Why is I'm allowed to say erotica? It's fine because that's a niche we're talking about, right? So
Yeah.
I try and keep it family friendly as best I can, but people wind me up and they start writing words that writing for me. Cool, writing. DL's gonna be writing. Don't. Yeah, I'm not gonna do anything to Buttercup. Buttercup's lovely. She is great. Graphics. Oh, my new favorite, Broly. Broly. Oh dear. Vessel. See, you guys find me out. It's terrible. Anyway, let's do a 25-minute sprint. I'll see you on the other side. 25 minutes. Let's go. Okie dokie, and that is the first round done.
Boom.
Exactly in the bag. So there was a little bit of chatter that was maybe not as family friendly as I would like. In fairness, I did contribute to it. So
Naughty.
I think we can gloss over that because I was part of the problem. So we may gloss over that. But let's see where did we get to? Okay, so yes, brolly. And what do you have a different word for umbrella? Like I know we can use the word umbrella, but I like to call
Mm,
it brolly sometimes. I wonder if you've got something.
no,
No.
I don't. I don't really use umbrellas anyway.
Oh, nice weather
I don't
all the
even
time.
think about it. No,
So
I just accept the rain.
really, it just rains and you're like, okay, bring it on. Nice. Well, there you go. And Devin popped in, so cool. Hope Devin is okay. Are we being productive? Somewhat. I wasn't. Were you productive actually, Nicole? Did you get up too much on that sprint?
Yeah, I got to 472 words in chapter 16.
Wow.
I think I
Nice.
was like at 100. I don't even know. I'm trying not to like pay too much attention because I'm doing the bare bones writing method, and so I'm just trying to get the mystery down and finished, and then when I get to draft 2, then I'll add stuff because I'm trying
Yeah.
to add all the things, and it's like, girl, stop
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm trying not to say to myself, oh my god, this book has to be 30 chapters, or it has to be 50,000 words, or it has to be, no, it doesn't have to be anything for the first draft, or else I stress myself out too much. So I'm at like chapter 16, and I have like 2 extra chapters, like chapter 17 and 18 already, you know, uploaded, whatever you say, for
Yeah.
Scrivener. Planned out? No, I don't even have it planned out. I just have it there. Um, and like it, I don't know, it might um end at like chapter 25. I have no idea. I just need to get the mystery done because I have it plotted, but kind of it's whatever. I
Yeah.
do writing very differently than other people.
Well, you've got your thing, right? Like I mean, spoken with quite a few authors and stuff. Everyone's got their little quirk that works for them, you know. And it takes time to figure out that quirk. I find
Hmm.
so.
Yeah, well, like my first book took like over a decade. Like that's not how that's gonna work anymore. And then, well, Danny's Curse took less than 5 months because that was because of COVID, and I was sprinting with people and drinking because they also didn't have jobs, so that's different. Like that's not a normal thing, right?
Yeah.
um,
Yeah.
and then the Two Foxes took like 8 years or something because that was the second book in line. But then I
Gotcha.
got to the Urban Fantasy Mysteries, and that is like a year or less.
Hmm.
Not like I'm trying to write really fast just to produce. No, I don't like agonizing and stressing myself out over numbers
Yes.
because
Yes.
nothing needs to be anything for the first draft. I actually prefer to edit. I'm weird. I don't really, I'm not a huge fan of drafting. I'm a huge fan actually, of editing. So I do a lot of stuff editing. So I
Nice.
know, yeah, I know already what I want to add into all the chapters because I underwrite as well. But
Okay.
you know,
That's
here we
interesting.
are.
A lot of people have it. I think the other way around. They
Hmm.
like, or they're okay. Maybe they don't like it, but they're okay doing the first draft. But when it comes to
Yeah, I'm
editing,
fine.
yeah,
Yeah,
They
I'm
just can't
fine
do
with
it.
it because you have to,
Yeah,
but I prefer editing.
yeah, yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, gotta pump those numbers up. Go for 25 words instead
Yeah,
of
go to 25 instead of 10.
instead of 10 words a day in April. WADIA. So
What?
write 10 words a day in April.
Oh, yeah.
That's where it came from. And then you're like
Uh,
upping the ante. You're like, don't do 10. What's wrong with you? Do 25. So yeah,
yeah. You
exactly.
can do
Push
a
the
little
boat
bit of
out.
that.
And I think this is where it kind of went sideways.
Oh,
um,
Andy, I didn't even see I was working.
oh dear, yes, family
Sir.
friendly. Exactly. It's perfectly innocent. I think that's where we kind of went off track a little bit. Um, exactly, better Laura. I might have been talking about a different kind of pumping action. So what can I say? Um, yeah, we kind of went off track a little bit. But yes, there are no other words for umbrella, and I disagree with this actually. So I personally use brolly for umbrella, and that's why I was asking if you had um, a different word for umbrella, and I don't know if what can I use instead
No.
of an umbrella? Plastic bags. Okay. Oh my goodness. People can use plastic bags, candles. I don't know if there's an alternative. Uh, okay, see, look. There we go. Brolly is literally on the similar words. So, I think it's completely acceptable to use brolly. Seriously. Andy loves as well. He does. And it's actually a thing. Like, I don't. Like, Emma, you should know this, right? You were in London for about half your life or something like that. You've been in London for ages. And in London, what happens typically is the wind blows quite strongly, one way or another, and the weather changes very quickly. So it's quite common for Londoners to have brollies or umbrellas, right? So I'm shocked that Emma doesn't have the word brolly in her vocabulary, considering it's terrible. Anyway, except the French word, which is parapluie. I don't know. I'm not familiar with that word. Learn me something new
That's
today.
fancy.
That is very fancy. Does he press the button? I do actually. I do. That's the exact kind of brolly that I've got. I push the button and then it kind of extends out and opens up. English
Oh, yeah.
words. That's yeah. Um, Morgan, 330 words. Well done. That's awesome. That's cool. Currently stuck in the scene, says Devin. Might need some help. Hey, if you wanna share your where you're getting stuck at, maybe someone can help. I'm not very good, but I'm sure Nicole can
You
help.
could
Yeah,
skip it.
skip it.
Well,
There
it
you go.
depends. Well, it depends if like what you need or want to do with it. Where like a lot of writers, where they're going for like just getting the first draft done, they'll put in parentheses, insert conversation between these two characters in draft 2, and then move on, for
There you go.
example. Or yeah, if someone has to write a huge fight scene, but like they're almost done with a book, they'll also do like parentheses, put in fight scene, and then they'll finish the book, and then they'll get to the fight scene or anything else in the second draft. I might do that for this book. I don't know. I have never done that, though. I have like made things shorter than I'm I was planning them to be, because I'm like, okay, I've already spent like a few days on this one particular scene with um, dialogue and blah blah blah. Like we're moving on because I need to get to it. So I've
Gotcha.
shortened scenes. Not I
Yeah,
haven't done the parentheses idea, but that's becoming very popular,
that
especially if
is
you want a deadline.
yeah. I like my bullet points, so I like write a bullet point, then I can circle
Hmm.
back to it. Obviously, it's indented, so I know there's something I need to do. I'm also a big fan of
Oh yeah.
highlighting. I like highlighting in yellow, so it's bright yellow. I can see, exactly what I need to do when I get back. You know,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
so CB says I've already started prepping the next draft of Star for President One. This time through, the entire thing is going to get written longhand. Oh,
Ooh.
nice! It's going to be a project. I don't like drafting it as much as I love editing. Okay, Morgan is
I'm not the
with
only
you on that.
one.
Morgan is with
You
you
know
with
how
that.
many
Oh.
writers are like, "Oh my god, what do you mean?" I'm like, I don't exactly what I said. I don't
Well, look at this. Devin is also in your camp. I love editing over writing. At least the words are already there. I too am
We have
under
three people. Three
exactly.
people in the party.
That's at least
So
30%.
excited.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Emma likes drafting. CB hates editing. Okay. So Emma's more the drafting. I think I'm more a writing person over editing. Mind you, I don't like, but I like to save money, So that means
Oh
I
yeah.
end up self-editing like at least five times, so I
Mm-hmm.
don't, yeah. And the idea is that I hope I've edited or self-edited sufficiently that when it goes to an editor, there's less to edit, you know what I mean? So it's not that there's not going to be any edits, it's just going to be, I hope, less edits than if I just gave them like the first dirty draft or something, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
DL 385 and Kickstarting jobs again. Oh my gosh, she's crushing it, crushing it. Editing is fun for me. Nice, nice. Drafting, what's a draft?
Yeah, what is a draft? It's a mess. I don't know. Though, I mean, I say mess, but I I write really clean, so it's not even like I'm fixing plot or character arc problems. I'm just like adding stuff. So I say mess, but it's like it's because I'll be adding at least 10,000 to 25,000 words
Yeah,
hypothetically for the second draft. So I guess that's messy, but it's not messy. It's just an underwriter thing.
yeah. Well, if you got to add, you got to add. But then you don't really know until
Yeah.
you get to it, right? So,
Yeah.
yeah, exactly.
But then there are also some times where I'm like, well, we need some more dialogue here,
Yeah,
but I'm not going to add more time on this when my mind is already going, to this point in the next chapter. So let's just go with it. We'll go with the streamline of, okay, next chapter and the next chapter, not going backwards.
yeah, yeah. No, I completely get that. Completely get that. Um, so there's drafts. There's a few kinds of drafts. This is a draft, sports league, bankers draft, money order draft.
Mhm.
There's also obviously writing drafts. So. I like when someone gives you edits and you just go through pressing accept, accept, accept.
That
Yeah,
is me.
I don't know if you can do that though. You know?
Oh yeah, I do it all the time for
Yeah,
my stuff
accept.
because I
Yeah,
don't really have that many. Like what my editor would do is line edits. It's not even developmental edits, as in you need to change this because the plot doesn't make sense. Now it's like line edits, and 90% of the time I'll agree. So I'm reading through it and I hit accept, accept, accept. Sometimes I'll hit
yeah,
not, and I'm
yeah.
like, crushed it,
No,
easy.
that's fair enough. But yeah, I'm sure you got a great process for that as well. Like you just click accept, accept, accept. Totally
Yeah.
works. Parasol. Parasol is slightly different. Yeah, I think it's different.
Yeah,
Parasol. I think it's parasol.
it's it's to block out the sun.
Yeah. Let's have a look. Yeah, it's one of these. I don't know what
Mm-hmm.
a parasol. There you go. It's kind of like a garden umbrella, patio umbrella, parasol. Yeah, that's what I
Yeah.
think it is for the garden. Um,
Or
I'm not
like
really.
the rice paper um, parasols that you see in Asian countries.
Gotcha. Um, and hi, Green Rule. Yes, hi, Green Rule. I had one as a kid. Cool. Pale pink. Nice. Hi, size. I meant no words other than umbrella or brolly. Oh dear. Some people. Stop being annoying. Yes, thank you. Camp Nano for Green Ruled. Actually, Nicole, are you participating in Camp Nano this year?
No, I never participate because it's focusing on numbers too much. And I wouldn't even hit 50,000 for these urban fantasy books because they're under 50,000 words. So I would never win anyway.
Gotcha. Well, yeah, I had a big plan about writing one novel for Camp Nano, and no, that's not going to happen. You know,
Yeah.
I'm actually struggling to even write the first one. The story's just not coming to me. I'm taking, much longer to write. Well, I can type very fast. Typing is not the issue. It's getting the story. That's the issue for me.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Devon's got a system, actually. I use a number system when drafting. 1 is finished scene description, I think. 9 is need a name. 3 is timeline issue. Okay. 7 is research with laser. Oh, that's interesting. Cool. Thank you for sharing, Devon. Sooner iron than edit. Or do math. Hey, isn't it maths? MATHS because you're in Scotland, CB. So I know North America do math without the S at the end, but in the UK, I think it's still math. That's how much I hate fizzing. Yes, I did. I love the idea stage, outlining, drafting, editing. No, so DL is not in the I love edits camp. She is with the with the drafting camp, not the editing camp. The reason I hate editing to CV is because I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah, well, join the club. I've got no idea what I'm doing. Parasol is fancy ladies in the sun. Oh, for fancy ladies. Really? Is that true? Like some fancy ladies, sure, but not all fancy ladies. Anyway, I'm gonna leave that up. I can hear a dog breathing. Do you have a dog breathing there? Oh my
I
god.
don't have any doggies.
Is Bessalora, are you calling me a dog? That is really rude. Oh. Like, I'm just breathing it. You? Oh, man, that's terrible. That's rude. The thing I love about Camp Nano is that the goals are flexible. Yes, exactly. The goals are. Paris just bounced on that. And that is Paris, Emma's dog. One of Emma's dog. Oh, look! Well. Richard is here. Hi, Richard. Good to see you.
Oh, hello.
Richard, I've sent you a message. Actually, I sent you a few messages. You can check your Discord at some point. Math is short for mathematics, ergo it is math. Yeah, it's maths with the S at the end if you're in the UK, I believe. He says hi. Oh, okay. So Emma's dog talks to better Laura. Hi, Richard. Oh, look, Emma's been waiting for Richard. It's maths. Yeah. Ooh, it's math. Okay, is it math or maths to you? There you go. It's very clear.
Yeah, it just depends where it is.
Math is the preferred term in the US and Canada, which is North America. Maths is the preferred term in the United Kingdom, Ireland, Australia, and other English-speaking places. So I guess it does depend where you are, which is correct. So I believe CB is in the UK. I'm kind of dim. CB, you are not dim. You are great. Don't say stuff like that. Good. But
it's either or, like potato or potato.
Exactly. I've never come across anyone who's
or tomato.
Tomato. Yeah, tomato or tomato.
Yeah, my ex from the UK said tomato when he was visiting in the US and he was ordering Chipotle, and they were very confused. I was like, tomato. They're like, oh, okay, I got it. Tomato.
Yeah.
and that's fine. But it just happens sometimes.
Yeah.
I mean, some people think I'm from Boston, but that's just because I have speech impediments. It's fine. Sometimes I'll just say, I'll drop the R's because I have hard times well, not most of the time, but I'll say W instead of R. So sometimes I'll just say, get in the car. I don't want to say R today.
It happens. It happens.
It does.
It happens. It really does. You might be a little puppy. Maybe. Let's see. So many comments in chat. I'm just trying to get through a few. Sorry. I have a few parasols, goth ones, lace, and a few Japanese ones. So, nice, dear. I've got a few. Nice. Normal people in the UK call it maths. I call it math because I'm some. No, you are optimal, normal. I don't know. What's a better word for that? Above average. Nah, come on. Be good, Richard. CB, I hope you're still here, but I'm sorry if Richard has annoyed you. Math is a count noun. It has multiple parts. So it's pluralized. Huh. I had no idea. What's a count noun? Do you know what a count noun is, Nicole?
No, I was in the U.S. Public school system in bad areas, so no, I don't know crap.
Oh dear. Count noun. Seriously. In linguistics, a count noun, also countable noun, is a noun that can be modified by a quantity and that occurs in both singular and plural forms. Oh my goodness. I'm learning so many things tonight.
I know.
I have no idea. Math is a count noun. It has multiple parts, so it's pluralized. Interesting. Beep, beep, Richard. Yeah, exactly. I've legit learned something from amazing proper author Emma Bennett tonight. Yes, me too, actually. Isn't Countdown also a long-running... No, that's Countdown, which is the game show on Channel 4, Richard. Yeah, Countdown Channel 4. That's just like a TV show in the UK, and it's on a channel called Channel 4 because it was the fourth channel, so they call it Channel 4 because so creative.
Amazing.
Right?
Yeah.
Who'd have thunk? And the thing about Countdown is they go through, so they have this kind of thing where they give you so the panel I believe is there's two, it's like two teams made of two people, and then you got a couple of judges in the middle, I believe. Anyway, they give you, so the two teams, each of them kind of pick a letter and they draw cards, and then you're supposed to form the longest word that you possibly can, and that's how they do it. Kind of like a Scrabble thing, where you pick your letters, and then and the other parts of Countdown is they have numbers that you are supposed to try and reach. So you pick numbers, or they draw cards and give you numbers. So let's say the number to hit is 973. Okay, it's just a random number. They will pick certain cards, or not. Well, they'll pick cards from like a deck of cards, and the deck of cards will be like, okay, this one's 25, 100, 5, or something like that. It's all sorts of numbers. You are supposed to use those numbers that you pick from the deck of cards to get to the random number that was picked earlier, like 973. So that's the other part of Countdown. So it's like a Scrabble with maths kind of thing.
Oh, well, I can't be included in that. Boy.
Yeah, no, I couldn't do that. But yeah, it's one of those brain teaser kind of shows. Who presents? I don't know. The Irish guy. I don't know who the Irish guy is.
It says right there, Colin Murray and Rachel Riley.
Oh, apparently I can't bloody read either.
Y'all need reading comprehension.
So there we go. Thank you, Buttercup, for pointing that out. It's right in front of me. Oh, jeez. Anyway, so they have your answer. Richard, who presents Countdown now these days. Colin Murray and Rachel Riley are the hosts. Ah, dear. Yes. Andy can't do the sums one. Can't do the sums one. It turns out. Yo, yes, no, I can't. I'm really terrible at it. Yeah, there you go. It was always amusing when they either draw or find rude words. Tim, yeah, I'm terrible at that stuff. I really am. On that note, shall we do another sprint? What say you?
Sounds good.
I think I'm thinking a 25-minute sprint, and then I don't
Mm-hmm.
know. We can natter on for a little bit, maybe.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's. Okay, I'm not gonna put all the rude words. I'm not gonna say all the rude words. There's like, um, he's an accountant. I can't count for the life of me. I really can't. Um, let's not all put rude words. Oh my God, Richard, I'm not gonna. This is terrible. Anyway, Buttercup, 25 minutes. Shall we start now? If you're happy with that.
Oh yeah.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
cool. Let's go. 25 minutes starting right now. Okie dokie, and that is time. Let's reset the timer over there. Don't need that final countdown. I've just been going through the chat comments, and there's quite a lot of stuff I can't say. But this one did get me. And this one, I'm obviously not gonna say it, but it's a kind of waffle, and it actually got a vote. That's a good one. So well done, Nicole. Yeah, I think most people had like rather weak, rude words. It really, really was.
I shared others and it didn't go through, so at least I wasn't banned or whatever.
Yeah. I do believe that YouTube obviously have their filters and stuff, right? So yeah, and rude is actually quite subjective. So what might be rude to you might not be rude to others. Just saying. That's what it is.
Yeah, I know there's this one person that said you can't say dumb or stupid in my house because that's supposedly like the worst thing you could say to someone. And I'm like, I could think of a lot of stuff that's worse than just dumb and stupid, but you think that that's like the rudest thing. Okay.
Exactly. I
really could think of more.
Yep.
But that's the rule.
It's true.
So
that's
true. Our rule.
I met a family like that, where this was when I was like really young. So it's like going back over 30, 40 ages. I'm not going to give an exact time. But yeah, this family basically had, I think, one son. And they said, oh, we don't use words like stupid. That's like a rude word. I'm like, I wonder how the kid grew up, because there's a lot of very, very rude words out there. And you can't handle stupid. Yeah. Like, I don't know. I'm not saying you got to teach kids all the bad words that you can, but there's obviously quite a lot of words that people should be aware of. Actually, on that note, I intentionally make sure I know the rude words of the language of the country I'm going to, so that if someone starts saying stuff to me, at least I'm like a little less ignorant about what they're saying. So, oh dear, I don't know if you guys do that as well. Do you do that? Like when you go to a foreign country, you kind of try and find out what the rudest words are, so someone's saying to you.
No.
So, that's
might be a good idea, but no. Because then what are you gonna say? I'm not fluent in anything and kind of sorta in English, so probably bite myself in the butt if I try to say a bunch of rude words in their language.
It's true. That is true. No, that's a good point. I just like to know if someone's like swearing at me, basically. There you go. And Felicia's here. Hi, Felicia. Hope you are doing well. Good to see you. Bertha is out. So are you familiar with Bertha? Buttercup? I'm not sure if you're familiar.
I don't think so.
Bertha is basically Richard's machine.
Oh.
Yeah, he's got a thing with Big Bertha. Wheel writer, I believe. I don't remember which wheel writer he's got. It's one of these ones. I can't. Like Richard. But yeah, it's basically a typewriter. And he's called it Bertha. And he's really into her. And she's quite a noisy girl, I gotta say. She's quite noisy. She lets you know when she's doing stuff. So thank you for letting me. Really noisy. Chats. It's Bernard. Is it Bernard? Is it Bernard or is it Bernard? I never quite know. I love Bernard. Sends that in his boy. Really? I did not know. Richard's obviously kept me in the dark about Bertha and Bernard. And yeah, it turns out that B has an extending paper holder, so it can't be a lady's typewriter. Really? Okay, fair enough. That makes sense. Why is he putting the rude words on the screen? I'm filtering through to all the comments. So Emma is correct.
Yeah, he's got it. You have to be very picky with your selection lately. You've been feisty.
Indeed.
For family friendly.
Yeah.
Getting naughty in there.
We're trying to be kind of family friendly as best we can. Leslie from Books, Girls and Prose. Hi. Good to see you. Happy Sunday. No productivity here. Just came back from a local book festival. Nice. I am beaten. Yeah, no, nice. Sounds good. I somehow curled myself into a blanket like a burrito. That is very, very comfortable. That sounds great, actually. Richard, I can't believe I've been misgendering my typewriter all this time. He's probably going to cancel me. Well, I don't know how your typewriter is trying to, I don't know, what's the word? Identify as, because it could go either way, really. I am also burritoed. Do. Oh my god, I can't say that. I can't say that. Devin's working on designing for my big book giveaway for June. Nice. Cool. Oh, yeah, I think that does sound a little bit rude, but it's an actual thing. I don't know if you're familiar with this one.
No.
It's called a dongle. It's like it's a Wi-Fi booster or some kind of reception booster, basically. So yeah, it's yeah. RC Scott, how's it going, Mr. Dante? So RC is here. I comments a review. Yep, not skip. Yes, behave. Wheel Ricer 3500. Okay, so it's a 3500. I did not. I forgot the model number basically. So this is Bertha, aka Bernard. Got boy bits. Hello, Emma. So yes, that's yeah. That's why all swearing as we walk down the road. Really? I studied Japanese and really, and I know all the bad words and learning German and Mandarin. Really nice. That is very impressive. Yeah, I can barely do English. Seriously, like English is I'm just about surviving. I don't know, but that's why editors, right? I mean, you should see my first drafts. Like I get the tenses wrong. There's all sorts of stuff that's not right. So in Spanish is more passion. Do you agree with this? Are you in an area which has Spanish-speaking people? Because some areas in the U.S. has like certain people, I guess, maybe with different languages. So I don't know, maybe you're.
I grew up outside DC, and I used to know I used to understand what Spanish was, but then that faded. So I kind of understand a little bit, but I tried like 4 years of Spanish in a Spanish immersion program in Costa Rica, and I was surrounded by Spanish speakers, and I still couldn't get past kindergarten level. So obviously, languages are not for me, because if I couldn't even get past kindergarten level after all of that, my brain's not into it.
No, gotcha. That's fair enough. Yes, those could be rude words indeed. Make way. Oh dear. Yeah, some dongles have two. I don't know how they. Emma is kind of she's got some rude phrases, doesn't she? You can say he's ugly. Yes, she's a she. Bertha is like a ship, always feminine. Yeah, I think Bertha is kind of.
But it doesn't float.
Actually, does it
sink
float?
Right into the ocean.
Would it sink?
Just sink right on down. Mm-hmm.
Most likely, huh? I don't think there's a very good boat analogy to this one. No, you're right. It probably would just sink. It's not. It doesn't look very floatable, unless you remove the interior bits. I feel that that's kind of what makes Bertha. If you know what I mean, like the inside bits. So I don't know. I feel like I've gone off track. I lost my train of thought. I don't even know what we were talking about. It's just all rude words, and I'm trying not to. I'm really gullible, so when people put like things in the
Yeah.
chat, I just say it, and now I've got to be really careful because I realize that people wind me up. That's what they do. Some people wind me up, well, obviously. But yeah. So
It
yeah,
happens.
what did you get up to on that sprint?
Well, I had to look up the directions for my medication that I have for my dermatologist because I have rosacea, and I was like, I should do this right. Um, so I looked it up, and I'm like, okay, here we go. So I went downstairs and ate more food just in case, so I don't feel like I'm nauseous because I don't want to do that on a Sunday afternoon. That's a bummer.
Yeah.
And then for some reason, like I kept typing. I'm on chapter 16 at like 700 words, but the bar up top in Scrivener, it was stuck at 21,000 words. I'm like, I know I wrote more, like why you're not moving. So I had to play around with the stupid folders, and then now I'm at 23,000 words, and I'm like, I don't know when that happened, but I don't know why Scrivener is more complicated on PC than it is on Mac. I did not have these weird problems on when I had a Mac.
Okay.
So I don't get it. But at least I guess I figured out how to have the total word count for everything. You have to do a specific thing. It's stupid. But it's here now, and I'm at 23,000 words instead of 21.
Cool. Well, I don't use Scrivener, so I'm not familiar with it, unfortunately. But that's interesting. There's a difference between using it on a PC and a Mac.
Yeah, it was so much easier on a Mac. Maybe it's meant like preferred Mac. I don't know. But oh well. Because I knew something was wrong when it was just stuck on 21,000.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, where are we going? I wrote like 1,000 words today.
Yeah, fair enough. DL says wrote 255 words and editing video for this evening. Cool. Yeah, I got some videos to do as well. It is interesting. Richard says, I find that quite easy. Just select the draft thing at the top and it should count everything that's contained within. Really? Did you? I don't know.
Nope.
No?
Didn't do that shit. Had to play with it for 10 minutes because I have it the manuscript, and then within folders, and then within the folder is a chapter, and I didn't put the folders correctly. Whatever, I'm like over it, but okay. It's so dumb. It's like it shouldn't be that complicated, but a lot of people like the complex whatever of Scrivener, and the folders can be finicky. I don't get why they need to be finicky. Just like if it's a folder for chapter 12 and then there's text in it, why does it have to be placed in a specific, very specific way for then it to count for the total word count? It's in the manuscript, but it's not in a, it wasn't placed properly. What? How is that helpful? I don't know. That took too much of my time, but that's okay. I wasn't even planning on writing.
But now you know. Now you know what the fix is for next time, if it happens. And it only took 10 minutes of your life for the rest of the time.
My life. Yeah, on a PC.
Is there a reason why you didn't go with Mac this time?
Because my husband built a gaming computer for me.
Oh, nice. I think gaming computers are probably much more powerful compared to Macs. I mean, if you know how to do it. Yeah. Nice. I wish I knew how to do it. I don't. But I think it's a great skill to have. It's very cool.
Yeah.
Campfire Writing app. can use it on and offline. There's a phone app. Scrivener is confusing for me. Yeah. Have you heard of Campfire writing app? Tried it maybe?
Yeah, though like I'm just used to Scrivener.
Okay. Cool.
But I just I fixed the whatever it was problem. Yeah, the Amazon recommendations are really weird on my Amazon because I read so widely.
Yes, see, if you read widely, you're going to get suggested with everything. But if you don't, then you're going to be like, you're going to get suggested with what you want to get suggested with. So this was...
Yeah, also when I'm doing or helping someone in ad school or like the quarterly and the challenge, and I look up their books, and it's like, then it's just weird even more. I'm just like, I don't know what happened. Oh, right, because I looked up this like Christian nonfiction self-help book. Yeah, well, that is gonna be weird for the next week. Cool.
I guess it does it bother you with your recommendations?
No, because I have my book list, which is shared on my YouTube channel. So, those are the books that I'm pretty sure I like. And therefore, like, if you buy the book, then I'll most likely read it or in a review. I mean, I will read it, but I'll most likely review it on my channel. But so I know for sure what's going to come up in my next, like, if I read a bunch of books and I have room, surprisingly, on my TBR, then I'll go and get the lineup back and continue on.
Nice.
I don't really do recommendations from algorithms because I've been burned in the past too many times. I've tried, it does not work.
Cool. I'd buy the ebook again if I could. You could buy the paperback. There you go. Best of all.
Yes, you could. Because it's $6.99 for the paperback.
Exactly, £6.99. Do it, Richard. Do it. Like he's mortgage free, so yeah.
Oh, fancy.
Maybe he will. It's nice to be mortgage free, by the way, and it's yours to squander away. So I would make full use of that if I can. Oh man, the things I would do if I could go back in time.
Yeah.
Andy. Oh dear.
That would be nice.
Send it to Andy. No, don't send it to me, please. I'll buy my own copy if I need. So we're good. So yeah. Anyway, we are a couple of minutes from closing the stream down. Would you like to do an outro where people find
sure.
Like that?
Yes, you can find me under Nicole Pierman or Nicole Brona, but if you type in Nicole Pierman, all the stuff pops up. It's totally SEO optimized. I don't know how I did it, but I did it. And I'm also on YouTube under Nicole's Bookish Nook, where I'm mainly a booktuber, but also I do some author tuber things on occasion. And I have 4 chapbooks out, 3 standalones, 2 books in a urban fantasy mystery series out, and I'm working on the 3rd book in that series. And you can find all that on Amazon.
Oh, I was muted there. Sorry. Cool. Thank you, Nicole.
Oh yeah.
And thank you very much for joining me. I really do appreciate it, taking time out in your Sunday. Obviously, it's some people got stuff to do, but thank you very much for joining me. And for everyone in the chat, thank you for being here tonight on the Sunday evening or afternoon or morning, depending on where you are. Really appreciate it. Until next time, I'm going to be back here Wednesday and Sunday next week. Until next time, have a good week ahead. Take care, everyone. Bye.